Good morning. I'm very happy to meet with you today. How would you like to be addressed?
Katie's fine.
Okay. How did you hear about the program?
Through family.
And have you ever worked with a nutrition counselor before?
I have not.
No. What did you want to achieve through the program?
Weight loss.
Okay. And how much do you know how much you want to lose?
Not exactly. I just want to get more tone and eat healthier, and I just know that if I do weight loss, it would be a good end goal.
Cool. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the program and how it's going to work. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. You're going to go about your day, through the whole day program, and then we're going to go over your goals and your food frequency, and we can see what we can change.
Sounds great.
All right. Do you have any questions or concerns when filling out the forms?
Nope, they all seem reasonable and understandable.
What topics in the form did you have particular importance for your food issues? Your food frequency?
So I don't really eat any fruits or obviously sweet treats are good, but I would like to learn how to reincorporate fruits into my diet at a moderate level because I know sometimes it's too much or there's a very fine line between too much and just enough.
And can you take me through your typical day and when you eat throughout the day?
So I have a pretty crazy schedule. I'm in nursing school at the moment. So on a normal student, when I'm a student, I will wake up and I'll probably just have a coffee for breakfast because I'm always in a rush. And I'll pack something small for lunch. Sometimes it's just a granola bar or leftover dinner from the night before. Just something. Sometimes I'll just pick up a sandwich, a grinder, or fast food. And then for dinner, I'm normally come home and my mom will have something for me to eat, or I'll go out to dinner with friends or something like that. It just depends. And then on days when I work, I normally go from class and stuff and go right to work. So on those days, of course, for dinner, I'm normally eating fast food or eating quick and going to work and then snacking throughout that.
And you said you're an EMT, so
yes.
Eating there is usually not hard or kind of hard depending on the day?
It depends on the day. Some days I could sit down and eat and have my full meal or even cook a meal at work because of where I work we have a kitchen. But other days on a rush day we're running to Wendy's or McDonald's just because we know we have to eat. But
you don't have time.
You honestly don't have time. So.
Who does the shopping when you're at work, or is it just stocked for you guys when you get there?
We bring in our own food. So if I wanted to cook, I would go to the grocery store with my crew and we'd say, okay, what does everybody want for dinner? Or if I wanted to cook personally, I'll say, hey, I want, grilled cheese and tomato soup for dinner. So I'll just go buy the stuff for grilled cheese and tomato soup and I'll take it and then bring it home with me after my shift is complete.
And how often do you think you eat fast food a week?
I would say 1 to 2 times a week because majority of the time I am a student, so I try to stay away from that. And I try to have my mom, even if I could wait 5 minutes to run home and grab something my mom cooked and put it into go containers and eat it on the go, I could try. But normally it's 1 to 2 times a week.
And what fast food places do you normally eat at?
I like Subway. I don't know if that's really it's classified as fast food. Subway, Moe's, McDonald's are my 3, I would say.
What do you normally get at Moe's?
A burrito.
What do you put in?
I normally get a burrito with brown rice, steak, avocado, guacamole, cheese, lettuce, and onions.
Is there anything else throughout your days that kind of jump out that you want to add?
I don't really drink a lot of water because I'm always on the go, and when I'm at clinical or when you're on the ambulance, you can't really have water with you, so it's kind of hard to keep up with that water intake of how much you're actually supposed to get. So that's kind of.
So when you're at clinical, do your water bottle have to be in the side?
Yeah, so it has to be at a water station. So there are certain designated areas on the floor, or even at my other job as a CNA, they can only be certain areas, which I totally understand. But it's hard because if you're on the other side of the building, your patient's on the other side, you're not really gonna think to yourself, oh, I gotta go get my water bottle, or have time to say I'm gonna go get my water bottle. So sometimes it makes it tricky.
So over the past 24 hours, we're just going to go through what you ate.
Okay.
We can start from this morning, or yesterday morning, and what you ate for breakfast.
Yesterday morning, what did I eat for breakfast? Yesterday morning, I had I did not eat breakfast.
Did you have coffee or anything?
I had a coffee. Oh, I know. I had eggs and turkey sausage yesterday morning. So you want me to write that?
Yeah, you don't have to write like this part. Just write
Okay.
the basic.
Eggs and turkey sausage.
And then for snack or lunch.
So I ate that around like 11 because I got out of work and like came home and slept because I had a busy night. So then that was kind of like 11, so I didn't really eat anything. And then I didn't have a snack because I went to clinical, and during clinical, I thought I was going to have time to run to the caf, but I didn't, so I ate a bag of Smart Food. And then when I got home from clinical around 8:30, 9 o'clock, I made myself like a flatbread pizza type thing with some turkey pepperoni on it. So
anything else on it?
Cheese, so marinara sauce, mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, garlic, and turkey pepperoni. Do I write it like individually out or just like?
Just write it and I'll fix it later.
Okay, flatbread pizza, all right, and I'll give you the stuff I did.
Yeah.
And then after that, I think I had like a ice cream bar, a Smart Balance like ice cream bar. This morning, all I've eaten today so far was almonds.
That's fine.
Coffee and almonds and water.
Okay.
So coffee with milk, chocolate covered almonds, and water. Right. Because I was running.
And do you know like what size portions these were? Like how many eggs there were?
2 eggs, 3 pieces of sausage.
Like links.
Yeah.
Smart Food bag is whatever.
1 bag of Smart Food. Yeah.
How big was the pizza?
It was like, you know, the flat out wraps are like individual like sandwich wrap, like wraps. Yeah. It's just one of those made into a pizza. So just 1.
And how many almonds? This is a cup of blueberries.
I'd say 1 cup of almonds.
Okay. Yeah. And then, do you feel the need to clarify or expand on anything that we've already talked about?
Oh, I don't have any like sweetener in my coffee. It's just with milk.
Just milk.
Just milk.
And that's normally too, even if you go to like Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, it's always just milk.
For the most part, unless I'm having like a stress day, I like to splurge and spoil myself. But it's normally like I get like the sugar-free, like vanilla or sugar-free mocha, skinny mocha, something like that.
Okay. And then, how important do you think it would be to change on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being the most important.
I would say it's a 10 because now is my time to change and like learn how to eat the right way because the lifelong effects, obviously I know them from nursing that if I keep going down this path, it's only going to create more problems, and with diabetes running in my family, like it's something I want to prevent myself from getting. So definitely a 10.
And how ready do you feel you are to change?
I would say at this point like a 7 or 8. I think it's hard for me to just focus on that because I don't have a normal like an 8 to 4 job where I have the structure. I still have to worry about like studying for classes. Like I'm a full-time student. I try to work part-time at least along with full-time school. So those are my focuses, and sometimes health and nutrition falls on the back burner.
And how confident do you feel about changing on the same scale?
I would say again 7 or 8. I think they kind of go hand in hand with me. I'm confident I could do it. But then when I think about how busy my life is, I become like kind of unconfident.
This is the DASH food plan. And these are how many servings a day, and then unless they say per week on how much you should be getting.
Okay.
Right now you're a little bit over on the meats just because you get 3 ounces, which is a little bit over the 6 ounces. Everything else you're kind of spot on with, except the fruits, which you don't eat. And then the grains you're a little bit below as well. But the fats and oils you're perfect on. Sweets you don't want anyways. And you rarely drink alcohol.
Yeah, not really. And if so, it's like a 1 glass of white wine, so it's not even crazy.
What do you think is preventing you from making these changes? To add the fruits and to lower the meat?
I think because I did a keto diet before, so I just don't know how to reintroduce them into my diet. And on my keto diet, we couldn't have the grains and the fruits. So for me, but we had it was like a high protein keto diet, so that's why I'm like higher on the protein because that's what I was used to. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to fruits, I'm not a big person of fruits. So
you didn't eat them before the keto diet?
I didn't even eat them, but really before the keto diet. The only fruit I really like is a banana, but a lot of potassium. You can't really have a lot of them.
Did you see any changes with the keto diet or no?
I did see a weight loss with the keto diet, but it was very, very hard to maintain. It made me really tired and groggy for the first few weeks, but after my body kind of adjusted to it, I was fine, but it was really, really hard to maintain at 22 years old.
Yeah. Do you feel like after you got off the keto diet, you kind of went back to normal eating?
I definitely went back to normal eating. If anything, I kind of lost control, I feel, in a way. I was more like binge eating. I would go and be like, okay, I need to be on the keto diet again. So I'd eat good for a day or two, and then I'm like, oh, I'm going out with friends. I can have spinach artichoke dip with chips all I want, and this drink and that drink and everything like that. And chocolate and ice cream.
What do you like about your present diet, and what do you dislike?
I like. Okay, let's start with dislike. I dislike how I don't know how to meal prep, so I really don't know how to plan my week in advance so that I am all set for the week, or make a grocery list that's understandable that I could say, okay, these are alternative foods. If I don't have time, maybe I could get some quick snacks. What I do like about it is that I do know what I'm supposed to eat. It's just that I don't.
Okay. Do you have someone that supports you and would eat with you and help you with the meal prepping and help you with the shopping?
So my mom is really helpful, and also my fiance is super helpful with it. He's always supported me with if I say oh, I really can't go out to dinner tonight, he always is willing to stay in and figure it out. And same as my mom. My mom's really helpful. If I say, oh, I don't want pasta with my dinner tonight, she'll make me a side without the pasta, or she'll put butternut squash or something instead, or spaghetti squash. Sorry.
Do you have any ideas what will work best for you to change?
I think if I knew exactly how much of each type of food I should eat, or maybe learn how to read a nutrition label, but kind of make it very black and white. Okay, this is too many, this is too much, this isn't enough. And know what snacks I'm a snacker. I don't really like big meals, so knowing what snacks I can eat that will make me full, but also keep me on track for the whole day of servings and ounces and stuff like that.
So we can kind of brainstorm ideas to help you with that. And do you track your food at all or anything?
Not really. I mean, I make sometimes No.
Okay.
I've tried it, but I just don't stay up with it.
One of the nice ones is MyFitnessPal because when you take like Smart Food, for instance, or like any sort of